to
just
know
say how you doing.
Producer, director.
Okay.
I can see her.
Oh, I do this.
Yeah, that's what she does. Okay, so I'm talking now.
Yeah,
You testing
talking.
it?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Three. Yes. Hello, everyone.
1, 2, 3.
Wait,
And I
wait,
don't
wait.
like the color.
So I shouldn't sit there
No.
then, right? Yeah, so I'll sit over here.
No, you can sit there. You can't be. You're not seen.
I won't be seen.
No. Ooh. All right.
Oh, well, April, your thing is blocking. That thing in the middle is blocking half of your face.
Wait, let me
Well,
go
I'm
see.
recording it. I'm recording it so I can
okay.
see.
See what I'm talking about? Is that supposed to be
Oh
like
no,
that?
she's talking about this thing right here.
Oh.
Well,
No.
I've never did this before. I just want to make sure that
She can't see you.
Yeah.
Is what
Oh.
she's saying because
Oh.
her thing is there. No, we
Oh,
know.
this is not for you to see.
Yeah,
Oh,
that thing. Yeah,
I see.
We're on.
we're on.
Quiet on the set. But not quiet on the set.
Okay.
Ooh. Now that we're on camera.
All right, Mike, go ahead.
Here comes the bride. Here comes the bride. Boom, boom.
Rewind.
Come again.
Lordy.
Well, that's supposed to be the introduction.
She just chopped her heads off. We are no longer bronzer, now we're decapitated.
Oh my God. Okay.
Thanks for that
Well,
introduction.
Thank you.
And what's your word for it? Introduction.
My introduction.
song.
Don't start that because I'm not gonna say it right. It's at the moment.
Right. You'll find this in our store. April's Dictionary. The words that she has made up through each episode that she can no longer say the next time.
The next time it just comes out. Just
Right.
let it flow. Let it flow.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm Nev.
I'm April.
So we are two divorced moms. If our pussies can talk, hey, thanks for joining us. My arm is hurt. I don't know why. Okay,
That's so not you.
but I know. Thanks for joining us
today, ladies and gentlemen. No.
Okay, back and running back. All right, what are we talking about today?
The person that was just calling me.
Is this a
Oh,
rewind?
divorce.
Divorce is the topic.
No, it's not a rewind. We have not done this. Oh, huh? We have not done this before. Doggy said, I want to join in with the conversation. I have not been married, nor have I been divorced. That's why I'm 107 years old.
119.
19?
Yeah.
Oh, 119. My God's brother's dog is 119. That's deep.
Okay.
Okay.
This.
Divorce. It's a touchy subject. That's why we have wines today, because this could be a hard subject.
All right. You know what? Let's start off with a toast.
Okay.
A toast to us.
Mm-hmm.
A toast to being brides at one point in our life.
Oh, I loved it so.
A toast to being wives
Yes.
at one time in our life.
I loved it so.
A toast to being divorced. Hopefully, one time in our life? No.
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 I don't know. I mean, I feel for marriage, but I don't know if I would do it again. It would have to be the perfect sweep off my feet.
Well,
riding on a horse seat down a beach, and he proposes to me.
She's still fairy tale life.
Yes.
And that will continue. But for me, I wouldn't mind getting married again.
Oh.
I wouldn't mind. I would do it again.
Okay, so a toast for now divorce and maybe one day.
And maybe one day.
There you go.
That was hard. You meant that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get this party started.
Yes.
We're talking about divorce today. And we're going to talk about how the both of us had two different experiences. And we know that a lot of people have different experiences with their divorce and how they went through it. So we're going to talk about ours, since y'all all want to know what's up.
Right. And how to navigate through the divorce process, because I'm telling you, if you don't know, you're going to find out real quick.
Real quick.
How some people can be.
Yeah.
But I want to say, though, for real, though, I think the reason why a lot of marriages fail is because, no shame on our ancestors, but on generation, passed on is like almost you have to get married. If you're not married, then something must be wrong with you, especially for the ladies. And I think we need to stop sending that message to our kids, because there's nothing wrong with being single. There's nothing wrong with being in a relationship and you've never been married to that person and you live with them for a long period of time. As long as you love that person. And then another thing, once you get married, everybody got their 2 cents. Everybody will say, "Oh, why are you doing that? You ain't supposed to do that. Why you don't cook for your husband? How you gonna keep him if you don't cook for him? Why you let him do this?" You are not in this relationship. So therefore you have nothing to say. Give a little advice here and there, yeah, but don't tell somebody how their relationship should work for them.
Because everybody's relationship is
different.
going to be different.
And I think young folks, when they get married, they fall into like, well, when they're dating, everything's cool. But then once they get married, they listen to all those ears. And it's like, well, babe, you don't do this, but you ain't say it before we got married. So why is it different now that we married? Because such and such said it's how it's supposed to be. And I think other people need to stop listening to what other people say and make your relationship work for you. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents for the beginning part.
Dang. I hope y'all got that message. Message! Hope you got that message. Well, you know how I do. I got to pull up, the scoreboard, the notes.
I got my glasses. Let's see what's going on here.
So we can remember what we talk about, because you have to remember, we're damn near 50.
47.
Damn near 50.
We're not yet. I mean, I wish you to get there, but dang, we rushing it.
We gonna get, because we damn near 50. Once you pass 45, you damn near. And that's that.
Yeah, true.
All right. We're damn near 50 and we're divorced.
Okay. What you got?
Oh, let me tell y'all what I got. Okay, let's start from the beginning, where it starts from love. And lust. And passion.
Yeah, I used to say when I was in my marriage and I was going through a time where I wasn't connected with my husband, I would look at people in the store and they be all booed up. I'd be like, I said, why you so bitter, man? Because your marriage ain't like that? Because you remember a time when you were. It is like you mad because like, well, why can't I be like that again? When I was like, this is my love. And now it's like, man, if you don't get away from me.
You ever watch the movie What's Your Loved One? And be like, ooh, we should do that. And they be like,
Yeah. I know.
And then that pushes you away from who you really are, because your partner's not doing or acting as you need or want them to be for you.
Yes.
And it kind of pushes you away.
You had to remind me of that, because I used to say, oh, I'm a homebody. I like to be at home. And she was like, well, since when? When you got married.
Right.
And I did that because my husband had a problem. He was I could say jealous, right? You'd say he was jealous. Well, yeah, I think he was probably in that jealous stage. So it's like, okay, I don't want to ruffle any feathers. So yeah, I'm a homebody. I'm not a homebody now. I'm divorced. I'm not a homebody.
And you wasn't a homebody before.
Yeah.
No, you like outside.
Yeah, I did like outside.
She like outside.
I do. You call me up and say I got a ride. I say, hey, let's go.
Right. Then she got mad.
I get it from my mama though. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, last time we did an episode, it was called, we were talking about sex, and I filmed at my mom's house. Now, April got us filming at my godmother's house with my mother here and my godmother, so this might be a little interesting.
And that's all right. Because there's another generation behind us, ahead of us, beside us, that have similar stories, and I think this is the best place to talk about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Y'all got something to say?
Not yet.
Oh, mommy said not yet.
Not yet.
What you was gonna say about love?
Love, how it starts. You get into these loving relationship, and this is before marriage. We're starting from the beginning. Before you hit marriage, you fall in love, and your man proposes to you. The love is in the air. Everything, the way they met you is the way you would think that they will receive you for the duration of your relationship as you grow, of course. But things change. People go through things. Us humans go through things and take different steps in life and go through trauma, tragedy, failure of friendships, or anything of the sort. And it does shift.
Go through life.
Yes, go through life. And it does shift who you are as you grow. So like we said in other episodes, that, you know, when you're in your 20s, it's a different dynamic in a relationship. When
Right.
you're in your 30s, you have built some things, and now you're in another different dynamic of your relationship. And when the dynamics change for each person, you are meeting that person for the
Yeah.
first time again.
Again, that's so true.
So it's like, what are the when you're dating somebody new every 5 to 10 years, because things have changed in your life.
Right.
So when things shift in our life, that love that we started with may not be the same love as it is going forward in that relationship, which get a little tough.
Right. And if it's healthy love, it should grow and you should feel like in love again. But I think we start to forget how to be in love with our
Mm-hmm.
spouse because we let things get in the way, like, you know, kids, other kind of stuff that comes into play of being in a relationship. And then if you think about it, we really didn't have anybody to say this is how a healthy relationship looks like. We just as humans expect we're supposed to know what it's like to be a wife or what it's like to be a husband. We expect people to know what it's like to be a mom for the first time. And we don't know. And we look for our generations to tell us, to teach us, but then they might have
They
gotten
might
it.
not have
And
gotten
they
it.
might have been just going through it learning just like we're learning. So that's basically the whole point of coming out and talking about these topics, because sometimes we just don't know. And then we fail our partners because we don't know. But this is not to say that we're not at fault, because in
Yeah.
my relationship, yes, there were some things I did that I could have done better. But like she was saying about love, if you're not growing with the person, healthy love,
You start to
then
distance
right,
the bond becomes loose.
then you almost start to resent the
Resent the
person.
person.
And then
Yeah.
every little thing they do is a nag, is a problem, is irritating. Like, oh, this man, or oh, this woman. So, but in my relationship, I think my issue was that I was in love with my ex way before he was in love with me.
I'll drink on that one.
And we have to know the signs, ladies. We cannot force a man to get on our level when it comes to loving us. We cannot. We have to, in the beginning, know our worth and set our boundaries. Because if we don't have boundaries, and if we let our self-worth be pushed to the side to cater to him, you're gonna lose yourself in that relationship. And then once you start to lose yourself, you're gonna forget who you are, and then you're gonna be like walking in a trance. Like, I was like almost numb. And what I did, which I would say I'm guilty of with our relationship not working, is that instead of dealing with that problem, I put everything into the kids. I was like so focused on the children, 110%, that husband problems, I didn't see it. Because mainly I didn't want to see it.
Yeah.
Because this wasn't the idea of a husband or a marriage that I built in my little pretty book, my little diary. And I was like, this is what a husband's supposed to be. This is what a marriage supposed to be. And since it didn't fit that, I was like, I can't deal with that right now. I'm going to deal with just the kids. And a man told me one time, my ex and I, we were in like the grocery store, whatever. We was parked and we came out. I don't know, you remember when those spiders came out, those motorcycles with the 3 wheels?
Oh yeah.
So that was popular then. It came out. So there was this black guy. He was sitting there on his ramping it up so everybody could see. So my ex-husband was like, "Oh, let's go over there and talk to that guy. I want to know about this, thing," because he wanted to get one or whatever. So we went over there to talk. This man out of nowhere, he must have been touched by angels. And he said, "Let me tell you something." He didn't know it was for anything. He said, "Let me tell you something. You got kids?" We were like, mm-hmm. He said, "Stop caring so much about those kids are doing and focus on yourselves." We were like, "Huh?" He said, "Because when the kids grow up, they're going to leave the house and y'all going to be looking at each other. And if y'all don't love each other then, it's going to be hard to fall back in love. So stop worrying so much about the children and worry about your marriage and love each other." And I said, "Okay." And we just walked away. But it was weird because that's exactly what was happening. And it touched me. I mean, it touched my ex-husband because he was like, "What that man talking about?" He was like, "Hey, wait, I can't go talk about that. He talking about some man who he don't know who he is. We don't know who us. Hey, don't worry about it." So he was all like, "Yeah, whatever." And I was sitting in the car like, wow, because I was actually feeling like, wait, am I doing that right now? Am I putting all my energy into my kids and not worried about my relationship? So when I had so-called an argument, I don't know if you want to say an argument, but when I brought it up to my ex and I said, "Look, something's got to work. We got to do something different because you don't know me." And he was like, "Well, yes, I do." But is it his fault that he didn't know me, or is it my fault that I didn't show him who I really am instead of hiding everything that I like to please his, emotions?
And we
So
talked
don't
about
lose
that
yourself. Yeah.
in a previous episode
Mm.
about when you
Self-differentiate.
start, like when you starting off something and you're delivering yourself as one person, as this one person,
Right.
and then going forward, you're like, well, how they don't know? Because you never displayed that to them. So
Right.
how would they know?
Right. Because you know, like when you first dating, everybody says that's your representative. Like,
Mhm.
okay, when you first date on the meal, most females, we don't order a big meal because we don't want to be sitting there.
Oh, I'm
Sure.
eating.
Well, she's
You gonna
eating.
know me quick.
Especially when it comes to food.
When it comes to food,
She like, what you want? We gonna
eating.
order the whole thing, appetizer,
Yes.
meal, dessert.
Yeah.
Me, I'm like, no, I'll take a salad.
I'll take a water with
I'll take a
lemon.
water, yes.
I'm like, girl, you
You
take a
hungry?
water with lemon with a salad with some chicken on the side with this and that. Get what you normally eat.
Right. Me, I'm like, no. And then, you know, you can't pass gas. You don't want to pass, ooh. Like, women don't take poops and pass gas. Why we be doing that? Why be like, oh, I'm going to pass gas in the bathroom?
Because I still do that.
Oh, you do? Oh, see, no, not me.
Yeah, but
You gonna know I pass gas.
At the bank table.
But not at the table. Just like if we hanging
how do-
out.
But how do we
like,
get the gas?
I said, you know, your representative.
Just me, yes.
Your representative, and when your representative says, you know, is out meeting the person, they don't pass
That's
gas,
like
they don't poop,
what the
they don't
scene,
eat.
what the scene in White Chicks when she was at the table, he was like, please, no,
I don't
thank
pass
you.
gas at the table. I'm
Okay,
like, wait,
this topic is going left.
Yes.
I'm gonna be like, yes, get to the good stuff.
Well,
All right.
I get what she's saying though.
Yes. So yes, so
Represent
you have
yourself.
To, as April was saying, every 5 years you evolve. Yes, you have to let your partner know your true self, and then give them that opportunity in the beginning to be like, well, that's not gonna work for me. If this is how you truly are, and this is how you're going to be, then maybe we might not want to be in this relationship. Because you know, defense of my ex, as mommy would say, I always take up for the man. But 20 years later, I'm saying, well, you don't really know me. Girl, I've been married to you for 15 years. What you mean I don't know? I've been knowing you for 20 something. What you mean I don't know you? Well, you don't know I like to do this. Whose fault is that? Neff's fault.
Yeah.
So I'll own that. I will own that. But the other stuff, it's him.
But then it also gets to the point where you do present yourself and that person shuts you down.
Refuses to see it.
Refuses to accept the things that you enjoy, the things that you like. As no,
Right.
No, we can't do that. No, that's not. No, that's not you. Like trying to downplay who you really are. That is not cool.
So ladies, know the signs. Okay, what's your next one? What you gonna say?
Sorry, foreign language. Love. We did love,
yes,
loyalty, and respect.
Well, coming from my experience, I think I would say my ex was very loyal. Well, from what I know, I can't speak of what happened, stuff I didn't know about.
But okay, so
what you guys say about loyalty? I mean, what do you mean by loyalty in a marriage?
I feel, and I can go. I'll talk about my experience. I feel there was a loyalty to a small extent. And when you don't feel the loyalty from the person that you're that you love, or you think that they love you, and it makes you feel small in your own home. It makes you feel like you're not seen in your home. Because loyalty would have brought your ass home last night.
Oh, that is true.
Loyalty.
I didn't think when you said loyalty, I didn't think about that part. Like,
right. Okay. So when it comes to putting other people first before you and your needs, that brings that
it's almost like a trust too.
It's a trust.
A broken trust.
A broken trust.
Well, I will say that my ex, he was loyal. He put me first. Yeah, I will say that. I mean, it wasn't always a healthy first, but nevertheless, it was a first.
It was a first.
Yeah. I will say that about him.
Yeah. Say
Oh.
it.
What did you say?
Trophy wife.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
My
yeah.
mom put it in a term as like a trophy
Trophy
wife.
wife.
And that is like, how do I explain a trophy wife? A trophy wife is like basically what is like a trophy, like that person doesn't change. That's what you're talking about, stages of your life. So my ex and I met in high school. And even though we didn't date in high school, I still was considered in high school as like innocent kind of girl, like, you know, very quiet, shy, and just fragile. So I guess when my mother's thinking about a trophy wife is like how he met me, how he wanted me to stay. And that, you know, when you get a trophy, you won that. So that's yours. No one can touch, no one can experience it unless you say, hey, look at my trophy. You want to see it? And now you can touch it. But until you get permission, that person or that trophy is off limits.
Until you get permission from
the person,
right.
Me, that owns the trophy.
That owns the
so
trophy.
I guess, is that kind of like an example? A good example of what you was trying to say?
Well, sometimes when people are insecure and they have a significant other and they feel very like they place you as a trophy, then you give them that
power.
In other words, like
to buck up.
This is like
buck up their chest.
Trophy.
Yeah.
It's all about me, not about you.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
And then it also gives that person a sense of empowerment, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then they got to keep that trophy nice and shiny and whatever. So, yeah, I guess the job of having a trophy wife is to be the husband of always over, right? Like, what do they call a helicopter parent? Helicopter spouse. We ain't gonna talk about politics. That's one thing we don't talk about on this channel.
Politics. What about placing other people's needs before your own in a marriage?
Now, this is for a husband and wife, I would say, which I think my ex did a really good job at. Was when you start a family, that family is now your one priority. That family comes first. That means they come first before mom and dad, uncle and auntie, cousins, and so forth and so forth. Which some people look at that like, well, that's terrible. How are you going to put them before your parents? But you have to in order to sustain and grow a healthy relationship between you and your spouse. Mm-hmm. If you're always running to cater to the next person, then you're not caring for your home. Now, you can care for your home and get your home straight and then go run and help somebody else, but you can't do it before your home is straight. So I think
I have mixed for me. I'm not sure where to level that.
How to level it?
Yeah.
I think, I mean, there has to be some kind of respect and understanding that your parents might need a certain this care, right, and this is what I'm going to do for them. Right.
But I think he was strong. My ex-husband was strong with that.
We're putting you first?
Put it. Oh. See, this is why I level with, I don't know where to go with that.
Okay.
Because if we're talking about family dynamics, for sure, his household, the kids, it was strong.
Right.
But it was weak. It was weak for the outside world. Meaning the outside people was
like got all his attention.
Where us in the home, we got the dynamics of the strong or what, like it was strong.
Like he would come to your fence, but he wasn't there all the time.
He did that shit. There was a leaking hole in there somewhere. Right. He had to go veer off, and it was his peoples were it.
Right. I think with my ex is that he comes from a large family. They're really close. Yeah. Knit. So cousins are brothers, aunties are like mom, second mom. So with him, he had to break that to like, look, no, my wife and kids are before you, because since he was the oldest of everything. Yeah,
they on my side, he didn't have to do that with. Right. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. He didn't have to do that with his family, but he didn't do it with his friends in the outside world, right? Other than the family, but the family already, they weren't even that type of family.
Right. So they already knew that. Like they're not gonna call him for stuff outside of right. I got you.
So that's why I say mine is like a teeter-totter.
Right. That's a good thing to comment in on. Like, how would you feel about that with that topic? When you create that family, does that family come before everybody else?
Yeah.
My mother said, another generation here said, no, the marriage comes first. Yeah.
Right. Because whoever's in your household is who you have to protect 100%.
Right. And you can't be two places at one time, so something's going to have to give.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, so I think we as a couple did a good job with that.
Yeah. How
So that's for
about
you mama boys. Hear me now? You hear what I'm talking about? I'm talking to the
what
mama
you
boys. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go take my mama to the store. What you doing for your wife? What you doing for your wife? Better get permission first. Okay. That was just a little note.
Put the mama aside.
Mama said, "That's me. You don't put the mama aside." And no, you don't put
No,
the
you don't
mama
put the
aside.
mama
But you have
aside.
to have
Let's be
some
clear.
boundaries for
Yeah.
mommy too. It's like, mommy, look, this is our day. You know, don't have mommy calling you. You know, on the day you're supposed to be going out with your spouse, and she call you like she know you going out with your spouse. Like, oh, baby, I need you for something. Come on, hurry up now. And you go, honey, I can't go to the movies because mama called me.
Because
Yeah, no.
once again, let's throw this out there. For moms, your sons are not your man.
Yes.
They're not your man. They're your sons.
Yep.
You raise them as that.
Yes.
Okay. You allow them to grow and be the man that they need, that you raise proudly to be the man for the woman that they choose to be with.
Yes.
The stronger they are with that woman, the stronger they will be with you.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah, so true.
Be a man. You heard it. Be a man. All right.
She has. Oh no, you have boys and girls.
I have
she
boys
has
and
girls.
Yeah.
I just have boys.
Yeah,
I'm a boy mommy.
Not feeling validated.
Did that, huh?
Not feeling validated.
I don't know. Did I feel validated? I don't even know what that's like. I guess you know that's weird. I guess because in nature I'm a submissive type of person, so I like to cater to my man. So when you fall into that, and if you don't have that partner that always asks you, what do you want to do? What do you like to do? Then that submissiveness can be a negative thing. Because then with me wanting to please and cater to my man, if I don't have that man asking what I want to do, then I forget about me. And so it becomes like this warped sense of reality where when you're talking about validation, I feel validated if I already, at the end of the day, my man was well. My man felt good. He can go to sleep and be like, yeah, it was a good day. So that means I'm like, oh, I was validated. But was I really validated though? What did he do for me? What did I do for myself?
I was about to say, because the validation would be how he made you feel when you did it. Now, if you did it and he just laid, you cooked it. You do this all the time. You pamper him. You do all this, but then at some moment you don't feel the thankfulness of it.
Not appreciative.
Of it, because that can be a thing, and I think that was somewhat a thing for you.
Yeah, I think so too. Now that I'm coming out of it, it's funny when you're in the circle, you can't see all this BS. But once you step out of the circle, you're like, "Oh, that was me." You like, it's like looking at yourself as time goes. You're like, "That was me doing that." Oh Lord, if only I could just say, "Excuse me, Neff, come on out of there, please, honey. Just come on out, step back and watch yourself," because I don't know who that was.
Yeah,
that's
and for
terrible.
me, I felt validated in moments. But even in those moments, I felt devalidated, if that's a damn word.
Oh, you know why I think you say that? Because once it's happened, it's because it's happened because they know something's wrong. Like they know it's a problem. So they're doing it just to smooth it over, maybe.
Yeah.
I could see him doing that.
Yeah.
We know our exes very well.
Yeah. So, and then that's another thing that deteriorates, and you don't feel validated in your relationship. You don't feel seen. And I didn't feel seen at a lot of moments.
Yeah.
A lot. I felt seen as a great mother. A great mother. No, hands down, great mother.
Yes, he would definitely give you kudos for that.
Seen as a wife. A validated wife.
Right. Yeah. I must say though, my ex and I, we did co-parent really well. Would you say we co-parented really well inside the marriage?
Oh yeah, y'all was a team.
We were a team on that. That's one thing I say. We did a good job with parenting our children, but helping each other. Oh, and just because, let me tell you something, just because you're going to therapy, don't check it off your list. Like, yeah, we did something for that marriage. No, you got to put in the work, and it's got to be consistent. You can't just be going to therapy for 6 months, say, yeah, we went to therapy, and then you don't put it to work. Yeah.
It can't be the words and no actions behind the words.
Yes.
Or You saying the words, you do the action one time.
Oh God, I know. Yes. That one time action. Look what I did for you today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that part.
Oh, what else you got?
Okay. Let's see. And now this is all within a marriage or a relationship, but
Yeah,
we're
it's not
just
just
talking
about.
about ours, and we're just, you know, wheeling up to the divorce part.
Yes.
Ugh, blah, blah.
How
All
to
right.
navigate it. Okay, go ahead.
What
What
about?
is that?
Oh my God. What about placing other people's needs before your own?
That's a hard one because, okay, let's put it this way. When I got into marriage, I was a baby, I think. If you want to think about it, I really never dated,
Mm-hmm.
right? No, I shouldn't say that.
I was about to say, I said, wait, pull it back. Rewind. She dated.
Yes, I did do a little dating here and there. I was never solid with anybody. That's a difference.
But a date is a date. That's
true,
what
that's true.
That's what the definition of dating is. You outside.
I'm
you dating. But
outside
let's be
seeing
clear.
people.
Did you really date? I mean, no, but
A date,
levels
like
of
you said,
dating.
a date is a date. So I
Right, but then
did
you dated, and she dated in that era
of dating, right?
of dating, young dating.
Right.
Dating in the older era is just different. At the older age,
Stages, like our
the
stage now,
stages
different. Dating for us is not the same as it was when I was
Yeah,
19,
I
20.
didn't date like that.
Yeah, she didn't date. But
Nah.
yeah, I went on dates then, if we're going to talk about it. Yes, I
Yeah.
did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
Yes,
did.
I did. Well, I think like this, shoot, if I'm going to lead up to my husband, I got to know what I like and what I don't like, right? So I had to date a few people. Let's see what I like and I don't
Right, she
like.
ain't date enough. So,
Apparently not. But right. So when I got into my marriage, I think I was a baby. No, you didn't.
No, not at all.
So I got into it as a baby. I knew him in high school. We separated. Then we were friends, and then we were just like, it's like sprinkled water on it, and it was poof, a family. Like we had a child, and then we lived playing house, as my parents would call it. Y'all playing house. Y'all need to do something about that. What y'all doing?
So then that's her part. My part is somewhat similar. We met in college.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't date. We were bumping buddies. We did what we did. We graduated. We had a ball. We graduated the same year.
Y'all were so cute.
Yeah, we were. And then the pregnancy happened.
But
Now,
y'all were
mind you,
weren't y'all living with each other at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was playing house
Yeah, I was
already.
playing house already. But I was playing, and let me think, I was playing full blown house.
Yeah, for real, for real.
I had a bonus baby.
Her stepson, so cute.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then we all end up living together. And then I had a baby. And then let's state ages too, so that they know. Like we were young. So
young.
22
Mm-hmm.
with 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
So 22 with 2 kids. We graduated college, whatever. We started our life. We playing house. Real house.
For real. I was
Real
like,
house.
dang, girl, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Real house. So
I even moved in with them for a little bit. I said, oh, this is interesting. Wait, you telling me you can't smoke and go drink and go party when you want to? Y'all got babies? Yeah, I'm good.
We got babies. But let's
Bye, April.
Yeah. By April, it was me in the house. I'm outside. You outside.
Yes, I was outside.
So,
poor thing.
So that's interesting though, because once again, I wanted to be outside.
Yeah, you want to be outside, and it's funny because she wanted to be outside, and I was like, oh, I want to have a baby and stuff. But then I was like, do I really want to have a baby?
You like, do I really? I want to be outside.
Yeah, I want to be outside.
But I wanted to be outside, but I knew that I couldn't. Right. So now in 22 with 2 kids, where was I going outside?
Yes.
But he was outside.
Yes. So like I was saying, what were we talking about? The stages and the beginning stages. How old was I?
So you was 23 when you had your first.
Yeah.
23? 20? No, what am I talking
24.
about? 24. They're 4 years apart.
Yes, I was 24. And considering now y'all gotta admit to this. In some of the Black communities, what?
How old is? They're 2 years apart?
No.
4 years apart.
She's 26 now.
Well, listen, we were young.
They 2 years apart.
We were
They
no,
two,
right? So then
Our
it's-
oldest are
yeah.
2 years apart. Yeah. So I was 24 when I had my first.
Oh yeah, yeah.
To me, that's still a baby,
yeah,
pretty much.
it is.
Yeah, I was still a baby. I didn't know, but I knew one thing.
Because when we look at our kids now, when they 20 something,
We're like, Dad, you can't have any kids right now. But then we think about it, we were that age.
We were that age, playing house, real house.
Yes.
So see how the love started in our 20s.
Yeah, what do you know about love in 20s?
In the 20s. And having a baby. And
right,
let
there's
me
so
clear,
much stuff
another human
that you have to deal with.
Another human with feelings and emotions that you're intertwining with your own relationship of your young mind of being in love, male, female love.
And you know what? When you think you're in love like that, you accept a lot of BS.
Oh, God, girl.
So there goes another dynamic of getting married early, having kids, all of that stuff, and then not really having like the guidance of like, this is what it's supposed to look like or should look like, or you know what I'm saying? So we were doing it on our own, trying to figure it out. But
right.
Yeah. But what were we talking about? What was the topic? What was the point of that one?
I don't know. But I'll tell you the reason why I got married. Why did you get married? So
you want to know the reason why I got married?
Yeah, why you
okay, so wait. My mother would laugh at this because when I was getting married, mind you, I was 8 months pregnant.
Why a second child?
For the second child. So I was like, first everybody was like, you need to get married, playing house. Okay, we get married. And she's like, wait, you gonna walk down the aisle with a white dress and a pregnant belly? Oh my goodness gracious. Can't we just save it for after the thing? I said, well, everybody know we bumping and grinding. I got EJ, he's 4 years old. He's 3 or something like that. I was like, I got the first child. Everybody know we're gonna do this. The Plus was on bed rest. So I had to get permission from my doctor. Say, oh, you can do it now because if you go into labor, it's okay. So I was pregnant. I was 8 months pregnant. So when he proposed to me when I was pregnant, I was like, yeah, let's do this because I wanted to have the same last name as my children in school. And my youngest didn't get to school yet. So
you see what she said, right? But we're going that's gonna come later.
Should not be the reason why you get married, people.
But you hear the last name.
Yes, last name. I wanted to have the same last name as my children when they went to school. So when I go to parent teacher conference, they can say, Miss da 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 da. And I can be like, yes, that's me.
I wanted the marriage because my mother didn't get the marriage.
Oh.
That's why I wanted the marriage. I said to myself, I will not have another child if we are not married.
And he wanted another child for sure.
I wanted another child. I wanted actually a lot of kids at one point in my life.
It was crazy. When we were little, I was one with all the baby, like talk about baby. And she was like, I ain't got time for that. Turn around as an adult. She didn't want kids. And I said, I ain't got time for that. It's too much work.
I wanted kids, but I wanted to be married. Mm-hmm. I wanted the last name. I wanted to be the wife, the one.
But you know what my ex-husband said? He said, I don't understand. Like when I was talking about like before we got married, I was like, it's okay. We don't really need to get married. Like when, you're little. And he was like, that's surprising because all you women want to get married. That's all y'all dream about. And I said, rewind, who? Who was dreaming about that? I was playing with Barbies and my Barbies weren't married. Ken and Barbie were dating for years.
And let's be clear.
They never got married.
We never even talked about.
No, we never. As kids, we never like, oh, I want to be married. Now I did want to be. I want the prince to ride on his horse and pick me up in the horse and ride off in it, but never in that dream they said, "Oh, would you marry me?"
I just wanted a brownstone with a chimpanzee, a chimp monkey, and a Lamborghini. That's what I wanted. Just me and my monkey.
No, yeah, I wanted the horse.
But she wanted the horse, the carriage.
Yes.
Just to have the celebration. But we never talked about
marriage. So I was like, really? That's what you guys think? That we just want to be? He said, yeah, that y'all dream about. I was like, yeah, no, nobody was dreaming about that.
No. It wasn't the hot topic of our Barbie doll life.
No, it was not. Ken and Barbie never got married.
We never had a wedding.
No,
we never. Our Barbies never went down the aisle.
No, shoot, Barbie lived in her house and Ken lived in his house. And you know what? Hey, that might not be a bad idea. In the future, I like that.
Well, we was looking at those houses.
Yeah, we actually saw this thing on IG, and it literally had your besties living with each other, and it had houses combined with like a little walkway. And I said that'd be perfect. Like, what? Who wouldn't want that? Yeah, but never ever my Barbies lived together. Nope.
No. So us getting married is. I mean, I got married because I wanted. At the time, now mind you, not wanting to get married, throughout my childhood. But the reason why is because I had a child. I had a child, and I was like, I'm not having another one outside of marriage. And it's because of what I saw my mom go through. And
Right.
I just did not, and I caught myself breaking the cycle at that time. But girl and boys, I fell into the goddamn cycle. So it doesn't really matter. Married or not married, I fell into the bitch.
Well, so I guess with me wanting to have the same last name, because me and my mom have the same last name, and so do me, my dad. I have my dad's last name, and my mother has my dad's name. So to me, it was like everyone has the same last name. So that means we're all connected, and that if I'm going to school and saying a different, and they call me by a different last name than my kids, it just felt a little awkward. And then if you think about it, in the South, they are about family, and identifies you with family is your last name. It's all about, oh, well, you the Johnsons. Okay. So if I'm somebody else and my sons are something else, it's a divide right there. And that I was not going for. I was like, no, my kids are going to know we are all one. We all share the same last name, and that's just how it's going to be. And unfortunately, that's how it is. And I think we should try to change that mindset, with when it deals with
and you talking about
marriage.
That, how we talked about it, and it's tough for me to accept that part because I, at this moment, because of what you just said, I need to have the same last names as my kids.
Right.
I still want to carry the same last name as my kids.
And that is an option.
Till it gets to the point of where I think they, old enough. Well, they think they're old enough because we're so tight knit,
right,
that us not even having the same last name at this moment is not that. It's just me that feels hurt about it. They feel hurt about it too. They feel hurt. Even though, I strongly love my maiden name. It's a strong last name. Power.
Right.
But I also love the fact that me and my kids are connected by this last name that was given to me, that I carried, and then I carried the offspring and we gave it to them.
Right.
So that connection for us is runs deep.
And then, but people, there's an option. You don't have to give up your name. You can be divorced and have the last name of your children or your ex-spouse. It doesn't matter. You can keep your name. Because trust me, if you want to switch back, you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
So
it ain't that much.
It's not that much. But it's not even the price. It's the process.
It's the principle. Okay, let's get into the divorce. Because
when you
steps, because
first when you get married, it's 1, 2, 3, pay, you done. When you get divorced, is we want to know this. Why you need to know all of that? Why you all in my business? I don't want to be with this person. He don't want to be with me.
And that's that.
Let's just cut the check and let's move on. Why you got to go through all these steps in the law? Like, the courts just be doing too much.
Just to go to get married, you go into the courthouse.
You don't do anything to get married.
They give you a form. You and that person signs the paper. You're married. Stamp.
You married. Done. That's it. Done.
Now let me ask for a divorce. A divorce?
First of all, you got to be separated for a year, depending on which state you live.
Because my state is 2 years. You have to be separated for 2 years in the state that I live in.
In my state is 1 year. And when they mean separated, they mean no interaction.
No interaction. Basically, separated
out of household.
2 separate households. So now,
no on dates.
You got to go find a house or a place to live.
Oh, yeah, because you got to be out of the house. So somebody got to have to find a place to live. Who wants to stay in the house? You got to decide, sit down with each other. When you're at a crucial time, when your mind is not right.
You got to do it. Sit down and decide. The decision is already made.
Right.
Together, somebody going to move in it. In my point, it was me.
Yeah, but who's going to be the person to move? That's another. You got to sit down with your spouse and like, okay, we don't want this, but we got to be separated by law for a year. Where you going to go? You going to stay here? Or you going to go there? But even if you move, those bills that you had in that house is now on one person because the other person got to live someplace else. What's the problem? Why does the courts need to see us a year separated? You ain't know how long we were dating when we got married. You ain't ask me that. You ain't say, well, how long you been dating? I need you to be dating for a year before you get married, okay? No. So before you decide to get divorced, I'm not saying don't get divorced if it's for you, but please do your homework. Because if you decide to say, I'm leaving, and then you be stuck with, oh, you need to separate out. Wait, hold on, no, let's bring that back. Let me save some chips. And then we're going to get divorced when I got my chips.
Divorce is a process.
And it's not cheap. It is not cheap.
Money. That costs money.
It's a process. And then you got to wait on somebody else to determine whether or not you can get divorced. Did you pay all your fines? It's just a bunch. So please do your homework.
Time out for a second.
Ooh. We still in the camera? Okay, good.
I had to check something.
Now about the last name. So when I got divorced.
Oh, we're going back. Okay.
Yes, we're going back
Oh,
to the last name. For
Mhm.
those people that want to change their last name. Now, remember, I said when I got married, I did it because of the last name, which is sad to say because you're supposed to be in love, you know. But at that point, we were kidding. We were living together for a long time. There was some bumps in the road, and love had nothing to do with it. It was about let's make this work. Let's look good in the eyes of everybody in the world. And yeah, we're going to get this last name. I don't know if that's how he felt.
We're not telling their
story, no.
We're telling
so
ours.
My story is that I got married I was like, yeah, let's do this. We're gonna get the last name. But when I got divorced, boy, when that lawyer said, okay, the next step is, do you want to change your? Oh, yes, I do. Where do I sign? How much I got to pay? Let's give me back my name. Oh, my daddy was so happy. He was like, never. I told you to keep it. I said, okay, great, thanks, Dad. I was like, but my boys still have, my ex's name, but they're older. So I felt like they're not in school anymore. They're their own person. They're young adults. So they're going to live their life. This is me claiming my independence,
right.
myself. It was just like so free to be like, it was almost like ball and chain. I was like, I'm done with it.
Isn't that crazy how I had that? Oh, I had it. I was there.
She was ready.
I went to the goddamn court before the divorce was even final and said, and changed my last name. I paid for it and everything. Later, took my damn money, paid for it, and everything was ready. Ready. Came back. I went to the DMV to try to go, get my license all changed. I was pumped. Pop, 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 pop. Then I went in there and said, no. Sorry, this is not complete. There's no stamp seal on this paper, baby. You're not divorced. I said, wait a minute now. Wait. I should be divorced now. Right. I should be. Ma'am, sorry, you can't.
Right. Oh, you got to get that stamp of approval.
Because you got to get the stamp of approval on your paper. Your paper don't have a stamp. I said, but you see the date. You see the date. It happened. I know it happened. The date is there. They said I can change my last name. They said I can do it. And he says, sorry, ma'am.
I know she said, was like, you need the stamp, lady.
You need the stamp
of approval.
Go back to courts and find out why this is not processed.
Yeah,
correctly.
Oh my God, poor thing. Her process was crazy because let me tell you, if you don't have a mediator or somebody that knows the terminology they use in these paperwork, like what English are they using? First of all,
let's be clear on our divorce. And like I said in the beginning, we have two different divorce stories. So her divorce, she got a lawyer.
Yes, because I can't read. Let me just put it out there. The language that they use it on the paperwork makes me seem illiterate. I was like, what is this saying? And when she said it, when she read the sentence to me, I said, that's not what that says. She said, well, that's what it says in legal terms. I said, well, who is
reading like this? Right. Who's writing like this?
Right, exactly. I think they do that purposely.
So let me tell you. So my divorce, she did it solo. To be my own lawyer. Yeah. I mean, I said, she figured some paperwork, right? Why can't I just fill out the paperwork until I started?
She's so used to DIY and everything that she was going to try to DIY
my
divorce. Yeah.
And guess what? Stamp of approval. I did as is.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got it done. It took how many tries?
It took like 5 tries.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It took like 5 tries. So basically, I go to the court.
She was separated before me.
Yeah.
And I was divorced before her. I said, April, you got a lot of time on your hands.
But to the defense, the pandemic hit, the courts was gone.
Oh yeah.
We had to do our 2-year separation. So you can't do anything until that 2 years.
You have to prove
the
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
And then you have to all the paperwork. Which the paperwork is easy if you just know what the paperwork is
saying. Yes.
If you know what the paperwork is saying, then it'll be easy. But since I didn't really know, I was Googling shit. That's what I was doing. But the process it's not as easy as people think. But yeah.
My mom is saying in the background, she was like, "Wait, I don't remember all of that. That was easy for me."
Yeah.
But I don't remember that.
Well, mine was a process because I didn't have a lawyer. But you had a lawyer.
I had a lawyer. But let me put it this way. I had a lawyer as an advisor. She wasn't there with me in court.
Right. Clear.
And we didn't have to go to court for our divorce because he didn't contest. He was just like, if you want a divorce, I'll sign the papers when the time is up.
Right.
So he didn't fight
Right.
for the marriage inside the court. So the lawyer was like, well, that's easy. And then if you don't have any assets together,
right,
if you cut all your assets, then that's another easy thing to do. Because if basically when you get married, everything becomes one. So that's what you really have to fight for in court.
Yeah,
who's going to get what?
And then that's why I was like, I'll just do ours ourselves, because one, we wasn't dividing house and this and this. We didn't do all that. We wasn't fighting over where the kids are going to stay. Like, when I have to say, when it comes to that,
he was really good at that.
We were good on that page. We knew what we wanted. We knew how we wanted it to be, and we've always been on the same page when it came to our kids.
Yes.
Always. He never wants his kids to be unhappy. He's just that dad.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But what caused
dad,
you
but
to decide to get divorced? Because sometimes you can be in a marriage and you can know it's not going to work, but yet you stay in it. And everybody has their own reason for staying in a marriage or leaving. And there's no wrong time to get divorced. I know some people point at some fingers and be like, well, you stayed too long. You should have been out of there. Or you left too quick. You should have stayed in it. But there's really no one can really tell you when to leave. You have to know. Right. But I will say, prepare yourself before, because you will see the true person come out during traumatizing times, divorce and death. Those are the two times when you see people's true colors. You think somebody loves you for you?
Not until you tell me.
Because like I said, we co-parent well in the marriage. When I said I wanted to leave, he was ugly.
Oh, you're very. But when I said I wanted to leave, he just sat there.
No, so the only time I was in court was for custody, which is sad because you would never think that we would be in court for custody when we were both good parents, but somebody was getting his feelings, so he wanted to show his true macho self. So he
That's
took
not
me
macho.
to court. All right,
That's not macho. Sorry.
No, that is not.
Yeah.
No. But so that's the only time you really don't have to go to court for a divorce unless you have. You really don't have to unless
you really don't have to.
You can sit down with a mediator and
do the paperwork. And you don't have to go through the courts and fight through stuff. And I mean, but the reason why I got the divorce for me, the final straw was a lot of things. And I think I sat in that relationship for a very long time because that's what I knew to do. That's what I saw. That's what I was taught to do. To make it work, no matter what they do, no matter how they do it, no matter how you feel, no matter, you make it work. And I feel like I was dragging myself to make it work. Right. I felt like, to the point where I got numb in situations that I knew I should have fought for. Now, fought for my rights, my feeling, but I didn't, because I was taught to make it work. Just do what you need. Did it. It was just too many roller coasters, up and down that I didn't like. And I found myself mimicking what I saw in the household that I grew up in. Right. And I didn't like it.
Yeah. And that's funny that you said it, because in my household, my parents got together. I mean, they seemed like friends, right? Yeah. So even though they weren't together, I knew like a strong couple outside of being a couple.
Yeah.
That they were Team Neff, and we're going to do what we need to do for Team Neff. Right. And we all friends and laughs and no hospitality, nothing, no bad words were said. Now, I don't know how they might have truly felt about each other, but I know one thing: my mother never badmouthed my father in front of me, and my father never did that about my mom in front of me. So my perception of a divorce was pretty.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is gonna be sweet.
Yep.
We gonna just go our separate ways. We gonna be friends. I come over the house sometimes and chill. You can come over my way and chill. We be friends. Yeah, no, it was not. So I was like literally like hit by a train when I said I want to leave. This is the final straw. I'm out. And he was like, oh, word? I'm going to show you.
So when we say, when you're in the box, you don't see it.
Don't see it.
But everybody outside the box saw it.
So when I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe he's doing this. They was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
It was like, okay, sit down, honey. Sit down. This is what we're going to tell you. We already knew this was going to happen. This is how it's going to play out. He's gonna be. This is his next move, and boom, it was his next move. All my close female friends that knew him well was like, this would be his next move. So I was actually being prepared by you guys to be one step ahead of his move. So he was shocked, like, damn, how'd she know that? Yeah, I got smart, but I knew I wanted to get divorced almost like 5 years before I actually said it. And I'm saying that because I started to look at the kids like, oh, they don't need me as much. They don't need us as much. They're growing up. They're going to go off to college. They're going to be doing their own thing. And it's just going to be me and him in the house together. I can't be in this house with him by myself, not without the kids distracted. I said, no, I can't do it. So I said, I got to get right before they leave so that I can be prepared to leave too. And if you think about it, some people will say, well, that's just terrible. Why didn't you tell him? But no, I was telling. And then you have to be very careful. When a female says what she has to say numerous times and then one day she just stops, it doesn't mean that things are right.
And we know you guys heard this before.
Yes.
And it is not a secret. But when you have these discussions with your significant other and you telling them how you feel, what you need, and then suddenly everything goes silent, it's because we're done.
We're done.
There's no more talking.
No, that means we're in our minds.
For how many years?
We're planning our exit.
I showed you my feelings for how many years. I begged you for how many years
to get it right.
To fulfill my needs as I've been fulfilling yours for all these years.
Yes. And why they be acting so surprised? That's the thing that get me.
Because they
never think it's gonna happen.
Stick for so long, and all these chances that we give, and all these walkthroughs that we do with them, and all these
teaching moments,
and all this information they give us, and it just goes in one filling ear and out the other. It just doesn't stick. So then when it happens, it's like, a spoiled child.
Oh yeah.
No, this is not happening anymore. What? And then the tantrums
just happen. Yeah.
So
please, guys. I don't know if guys do. I was gonna say, and females watch out for this, but I don't think
both.
Men stop talking?
Both.
Oh yeah, just be mindful. When you heard this a million times and then all of a sudden everything's not a problem. Okay, sure, no problem. Okay, yeah, do that. I don't mind. Yes. Yep. Then that is when ship is sailed.
Yeah.
It's over. Yeah. Done.
So I mean there's a lot of stuff that I'm just not talking about it. It's so crazy. I'm still respecting. I'm still respecting other people's feelings.
On that point about respecting other people's feelings. I'm the type that, I'm gonna let you do you. I'm gonna let you. You are not gonna bring me out of character. If I'm a sweet, understanding person, I'm gonna remain that. But don't get it twisted. You trying to get me back? You better show up correct.
Can we have some more wine?
Yeah, we can need some more. They're talking over there. My God, mommy and my mom.
Yeah, they having an argument over ginger ale.
I didn't even know what it was, but you tuned in.
It was. I said.
Mama said, don't drink my ginger ale now. You want to drink
ginger ale.
My mother loved her some Schweppes ginger ale. Oh, should we have said that?
No,
we ain't giving them credit.
Not at all.
And they're hoots. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, if you're trying to get the person back, come correct. Don't be...
But they might not. That's the thing. I don't think a lot of them know how to come correct because the same thing that we're talking about, how we end up in these marriages. Like we all have a background, a story of what we were taught, and we come into these relationships and marriages thinking that the other person's supposed to know that. So just like how you said, it's not just on their side, it's also on our side, and it's on their side because we doing the work.
Right.
Are they doing the work? We wouldn't know.
But wait, I'm saying that but they
may not know.
I'm saying this part. Like if you know when your spouse is saying I want a divorce and you're on the other side saying, oh, I don't want you to get a divorce, why would you be mean? If in turn that you want that person back.
Because that's that person.
Oh. Yeah, like I said, they will show their true colors.
Because that's that
and my ex showed his true colors. There was no way I would ever consider getting back because he showed his true colors of how evil he can be in that situation.
Towards somebody
that he's supposed to love. Right.
Yeah.
And I think, to be honest with you, even like I said before,
too.
A power
It
trip,
is
right?
about ego.
Like I said before.
I mean, think about it. What? You don't want me anymore?
Exactly.
What?
Yes.
So,
Like,
yeah,
how
that's
dare
just it.
you
How
leave
dare
me?
you
I
leave
didn't
me?
leave you. No, I could leave you, but you can't
can't
dare
leave
leave me.
Right.
Yeah. And you know what else I noticed that most people don't realize is that when you're mentally abused, you can't see that. But when you're physically abused, people could see it, and it's like, oh my God, you should have left him. Oh, you feel so bad. But when you mentally abused, it's like, oh, you know, that's just words. You know, you can,
Yeah, but
mentally, emotionally abused. You could just get over that.
yeah,
Don't
but
leave him.
emotional and mental abuse is
Last forever.
Oh, yeah.
Them scars, them punches that you get, they heal up.
they heal up. You feeling?
Yeah.
Let's not. We're not minimizing them
no.
at all. But the
Mental?
brain, how we talk about the brain, is a powerful muscle.
Yes.
So all that you take in and
Year after year after year,
it
almost paralyzes you. For
it
some,
does.
yeah.
It does.
Because even like, remember, after I left, I was still displaying behaviors and characteristics that I did when I was in a relationship. She had to point out, like, what are you doing? Why are you saying this? Like, I would say some things about, like, something about my body, and she's like, you don't have that. Why you say that about yourself? And I'm like, oh, I don't know why I said it. Oh, I said, oh, because yeah, no, that was his perception of you. Yeah.
And you carried it. And
Carried
this is why
it.
the mental is so important, because you carry that same verbal abuse outside your relationship within you.
Yes. So, ladies and men, when you're in a relationship and you find that person putting you down, stop it immediately. Don't brush it off like a joke. It's so funny.
Because
She's
that's
so
what you did.
I did.
A lot.
Terrible.
A lot.
All right, what's next? Let me see. I gotta put my glasses back on so I can see.
Yeah, it's crazy because yours was that, and for me it was females.
Now I will say that he didn't do that. Lord, I don't know what he did behind when I wasn't looking, but
Yeah.
but now that he made it like
Right. Whereas
Your trophy.
yeah, but I will walk in. Everybody knew who I
I
was.
was right.
Oh.
I used to say that. I was like, why
Knew
those
who I
girls keep
was.
looking at us, April?
I'm like, they just looking at me. This
Right.
is what they do. They knew who I was. But and this is where the loyalty and the protection come from.
Yes. Because if you gonna be if you gonna do the dirt, when your wife walks in, you gotta let them other women know, play your position. She's the queen. Don't be showing your stuff.
And this is how I even knew in the relationship I had after.
Yes.
And this is what I say. Things has happened where I can see it before it's happening because I've been there already.
Right.
Did that, done that. I know when a female comes into my area, if you don't, my man.
Amen. Yep.
I know when a female comes into the area, if you have something for my man. I can read you because I've seen this. And I've seen it since I was a little girl. How about that? So I already knew.
Right.
I already knew. And because I wasn't protected in that area where these females will approach me, they will approach me, and then I gotta be like standing there like, this is not happening at this moment, but it's happening. But he didn't protect me in that stance.
Like me.
Against them.
Right.
So it made me seem like I'm standing right beside them then.
On the same level, no way.
Right. So that was one of the things that it's just, oh God.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
I just didn't feel like my total self. Anyway, I didn't feel heard.
You lose yourself.
Yeah, that was my big thing. Yeah.
You don't feel heard. You don't feel seen. You don't feel validated by them in those formats because the things that were done makes you feel small. Keep it real. It makes you feel small.
And I could
and
not.
then what was your shell? Your shell was, okay, let me take care of the kids. What was my shell? Let me take care of the kids.
Yes.
That's where I felt my most power.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't be in a relationship.
Because when those kids grow up, look, we are empty nesters. We don't have any kids in our house. So imagine if we didn't get divorced. We'd be sitting there besides our husband looking like, this ain't going to work. This is terrible. And so what about the people that stay in the marriage when they know that it's not for them?
Oh, gosh.
They
are so unhappy.
Yeah.
But some of them they don't know how to branch off. They don't even, because of how some people were raised, they believe, and it's embedded in them that it's supposed to be this way. Everybody's
Right.
on the straight and narrow. It's supposed to be like this.
You're gonna have bumps in
right.
roads, but
You're not. All because you don't care for that person anymore. You're supposed to still stick with it.
yeah,
Just stick with it. Even
till
though
death,
to
and
death.
listen to those words, till
Till
death do us part. That's deep. That's embedded in you when you get married. Till death do us part. So that means that even though I'm unhappy, I gotta stay with you behind till I die or you die. Like what?
Even though you beat me to a pulp.
Yeah, right. That too.
Mentally, physically, and any
Whatever.
chance you're
Right.
supposed to stay until
right.
then. That's not.
Yeah.
Love is not supposed to hurt.
And then if you're like that, and then you have children, then you're teaching the same thing to your children, like they too. And that's another reason why I had to really think hard about why I was in this relationship, because I'm like, if I'm teaching to my kids to stand up for themselves, to not let anybody disrespect you, to have self-worth, to be kind to people, if they're not seeing that in the home, I sound like a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna lose respect for me. Like, well, Ma, you tell me to do this, but then yet here you. Yes, you tell me to be this way, but then yet you taking this. I don't respect that.
To the point, I had the conversation with the kids openly, and told them this: if you are not supposed, I don't want to stay in this format for you guys to be doing the same thing.
Yeah,
this is not healthy. It's not good, and it's not supposed to be like this.
Right?
It's not. And I don't want you to feel the pain that I'm feeling
and think it's okay.
And think it's okay, because it's not okay. But guess what? It's crazy because the traits, because they lived in it, and
it just becomes part of them. Yes,
part of them.
We have to be very careful of that.
So this is why it's very important to have the conversation with your kids, especially if they're older. Ours are older, so we can have the conversation we having with you, we have with our kids.
Right.
So we can have a conversation with them to tell them. And actually, when we see the traits, we verbally say, okay, I see something. I'm going to tell you what it reminds me of. It may be my truth, but it
may be my perception, but let me see how you feel about it. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, have the conversation.
Yeah. Break that cycle of
a lot. And let's be clear, in your household, your kids know that shit ain't right. Yes. Because I tell you now, my kids said about time to me. About time.
Right? Like, how you know?
But they were in the same household I lived in.
Right. So
they felt some things that I felt.
Right.
They seen some things that I may have not seen, and they have seen, and they know that it was time for us not to be together.
Ain't that something? And I had the conversation with my kids, but I didn't have it in that sense of like, I just said, mommy has to do this for mommy. For me to be the best person I can be for you and everybody else in my life that I love, and to be good for myself, I do it. And they actually like, I understand.
This is what I'm talking about.
I said, you understand? You know what that means? You know what mental abuse is? And yes, Ma, we understand what that. I said, you know that this is not the right way to treat a female. Yes, Ma. It's almost like, yes, we know. How come you didn't know? It's like, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Kudos to us for raising them the right way. But hey, you could have pulled mommy aside and said, mommy, time out. And that's not good.
But we didn't put them in a place to say that.
Right.
We put them in a place like, as we were taught,
you're a child.
We having a grown folk
conversation. Yes.
You stay over there.
Yeah. Talk amongst your peers about what you don't like, but don't bring it over here to me.
But now we don't do that.
Right. No.
Because we know that
that's
have
not
opinions.
Right. Yes.
And at any age,
you have to feel validated too. So if you're living in a household, you should have a say. I mean, not saying that your parents are going to change the rules for you, but at least you have a seat at the table and you can voice your opinion. Because as growing up, my mom actually did that. It was called something like, like family talk. And we just one day she said, you can say what you want, you won't get in trouble. And we were like, oh yeah, we don't like the way you cook that spaghetti. So, and she would bite her tongue. She would say under her breath, but she's like, okay, that's great. I'm not saying that she changed the way she made the spaghetti, but at least I felt like I was being heard. I was like, hey.
What is it? We don't judge. What's the thing that they do?
Ooh.
We say something and we don't judge.
Oh, yeah. You eat, right. I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it now. The wine is kicking in. I don't know. It's all fuzzy. But yeah, so I had that kind of like, at first, my ex did not agree with that. He was like, it's my house. What I say is how it goes, and that's just it. They children, they stay in their place.
And you see how that's how he was raised.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, even in these forms of relationship, like we taking the blame for what we have done and how we felt.
Right.
Are they?
But they were key words.
But we all were kids when we started.
Yeah.
There were key words there. My house.
My house, right.
Our house.
I say that all the time.
Yeah,
but that never happened in my
No, but what's the thing? Remember when I was telling you about when I went, because in the state that I live in, when you're going for a divorce and you have children involved, you have to go to a parenting class. It can last one day and it's a few hours, and you sit in the class. And in this class, I'm sitting in the back. The instructor's going on how to co-parent positively and all this stuff, and he's going through things. And everybody said, "Well, my kid." I'm like, "Wait, hold up. How you had that child by yourself? How you? I know you might not like the spouse, but that's still their child, so it's our." And so I said, when we went to court, custody, my ex is all listening to my son this and my son that, and the judge was saying like, and I'm like, Your Honor, our son, like, hello, like, when do y'all decide?
This is a little bit off topic, but still on the same topic. You know how I hate this term, my baby mama.
Oh yeah,
that's ownership. It's ownership. So my baby mama is like, you have her forever. She's forever yours. She can't. Nobody else can have. That's my baby mama. So you feel entitled to her because she has your child.
Please, in the community, let's stop saying baby mama.
My baby mama. That's my baby daddy. He's not my baby daddy. He is the father to my kids.
Right, exactly.
He's their daddy.
He's their daddy.
Okay.
He ain't my daddy.
He ain't my daddy. He their daddy.
Yes.
That be killing me.
I know. Why we gotta say that? My baby daddy, yeah.
And it's so crazy because my ex-husband because that is ongoing. Like we never said. He said it once when we were younger.
Right.
And that was the first and last time.
You had to say right.
Yeah. And it's so crazy because he said it once, and I want to see how he felt when I said, "Oh, that's just my baby daddy." He was like, "I'm just your baby daddy. Like, I'm not your man." Exactly. That's why I'm not just your baby mama.
But that's funny because I think when we had our first child and I was living in the city, wasn't that my title?
Yes.
Yes, that was my title.
Yes.
I was baby mama. Oh my
gosh. You might hear them in the back. They drinking wine and talking about stuff.
Yeah. Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Ooh,
I brought a red velvet cake.
Okay.
Oh, let's focus.
Well,
what was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh, I was saying I was the baby mom in the beginning.
Yeah, you was the baby mama.
Oh, I hate it, and it's funny because I hated that term, but I never said anything.
Yeah, you not because you just.
That's so terrible. I did. I didn't like to ruffle flowers. Oh, yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, but that's.
Oh, and people, if you have a good relationship with your parents and you bring your significant other to meet your parents and they have a turned up nose, take heed to that because older people can sense when something ain't right. Something just ain't right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't experience that.
Oh, yeah, no.
Everybody
loved him.
I mean,
he's lovable though.
Let's wheel that back. Everybody loves him because they still love him.
Yes.
Let me be clear.
I still love him.
He's a good family man.
He's a good friend.
He's a great friend.
And he's your friend.
He's your friend.
He got your back.
Right. He's a good family man. He's a good friend. He just wasn't a good husband.
To you.
To me.
Right. Yeah. Maybe to somebody else. He'd be a good husband. Right.
He's a good father.
I say yes on that. He is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody agrees. He's one of a kind. Now on your side, girl, I need some wine.
Let me get the one.
Pass that wine.
Yeah, on my side, this one or the other one? The 9%.
Let me get 9%. Let me get some 9% on that one. That's not heavy enough, but we're gonna take this one for now.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that's an interesting. Okay, so that's what I love about us. You know why? Because this is the first time you're tasting that one. Yeah, it is nice. I'm gonna get back on the chair. Okay, hold up. All right. So, what I like about us, our friendship, is that
to the right. Sorry.
You know how you have some people in your life that are gonna tell you what what you need to hear, and then they're gonna butter you up and not say what needs to happen. But I think with you, when it comes to my ex, not everybody liked him. So take heed to when not everybody likes your spouse. I mean, not saying that everybody should like your spouse, because that's the person for you if they work for you. But just be aware and in tune to other people that you love that's in your circle, how they interact with your spouse. Because if they shun away from that person, then they're probably feeling that the connection between y'all is not a healthy building connection. It could be right at that time, but people that are older than you have been through this BS before, has been through life before. So I look at older people like that's my future. They can tell me some stuff that I haven't seen yet. And I think that's a great gift. So younger folks, you need to take heed on people as 5-10 years ahead of you to be like, okay, they might not be feeling this person. Why are they not feeling this person? Be curious. Ask the question. Well, how come you don't like this person? Why you feel that type of way? And then what their answers might into like, oh yeah, he does do that, or she does do that. Is that right for me going in the future? It might feel good right now because in the beginning stages that could blind you.
Yeah, and just make sure, because you can't get this information from everybody.
No. Yeah. Like I'm saying, your true core people that you love in your corner.
Yeah.
Listen to, take heed of what they have to say, because that vajayjay or that penis,
yeah, the vajayjay or the DJ.
I like that.
Play that record.
DJ, play that fucking music. They straight the heads. Not this head, but that head can lead you into situations that might not be right for the long term. It might feel good in that moment. Yes, but going forward, that take once this head catch up, that head don't work no more. So you got to understand that they got to be in line at some point in time, because it ain't gonna work. So what I'm saying, make my point is that my ex wasn't liked by many, and I was like, that's my man. That's my man. So I went along with that. And as you as a friend was like, listen, honey, this you gave me some points, but you said, what you need to see. You in love. Go ahead. I'll be there for you. And that's good. Because some people need to learn that way.
Right. As your friend in those times, I wanted it to work. Yes, and you did. I wanted it to work.
Mm-hmm. And you even gave him pointers.
Conversations with him
multiple
times. Mm-hmm. And this is why I say the action and the word, you can't talk the talk
and not just walk the walk.
And not walk the walk. And if you walk the walk, you walk, but you ain't steady walking. Like it's a continuous thing. You can't just take the advice, run with it, pacify me, pacify the situation. You do it once and then you're done. And you think things are supposed to change. Right. It doesn't work that way.
Oh, because mind you, in my long-term relationship, I've asked for divorce twice. The second time was done. The first time was like I wasn't really ready. The kids were still young, and I was like, I really wanted to. I didn't grow in a household with two parents, but like I said, my parents were friends, so it didn't seem like a one-parent household, but it was. So in my head, I'm thinking like my husband didn't have that. My ex-husband had that. I didn't have this. So what is it? Let's see what it seems like. Let's see if we could break the tradition and see if it comes out any different. If the kids come out different, and you're in. That's the problem. Yeah, because then you think you have to stay in something because you want to break some kind of magical curse. No. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm not really ready. I know this is not going to work long time, but the kids are still young. Let's just do it and co-parent. That was my thing. And then what did he do? He switched. He was good. For like 2 months. I was like, oh my God, I'm in love again. It's so great. And then it stopped.
And then the lights went out.
And then I went on for 7 more years. Lord have mercy. Yeah.
And then the light was dimming.
Then it said, bye bye.
And then that shit said,
boop. And he said, what the hell? I said, bye bye. To the left, to the left.
But the crazy thing is that. All jokes aside, you were still trying. She was still trying to work it out. You were still trying to work it out. You was like, I'm gonna stay in here. I'm gonna work it out.
Yes.
What did I say to you? I said, you sure?
Yeah. I said, oh, I got this.
I said, I don't know.
I said to my ex, because you could make your own way. It doesn't have to stick to the book. So my thing was like, okay, you know, the kids, one is out in college, one is in high school, almost gonna finish. I said, look, this is what we're gonna do. We know we can't be together. You know, we know it's not working. We tried everything we could. We're just not right for each other. That's okay. It doesn't have to be, I hate you, you hate me. No, I still have love for him. But I was like, we know this is not when we know when we retire, we don't want to be with each other. He was like, fine. I said, well, so let's just stay, like, just be friends in the house, co-parent. When our youngest graduates and goes, move out and goes, we will figure out what we're going to do then. Because we had a house together.
Yeah.
So if we get a divorce, that's an asset right there that we have to split. I didn't want to do that while our youngest was still in high school. So I said, let's just. And then she said, you sure that's going to work? Because she know my ex. And she said, that's not going to work for him. And it did not work. She's like, you either mine or you out of here. So, yeah.
And that shit got ugly.
Yeah. That's when I say some people will
sad.
know. They will show your true colors. It was sad.
It wasn't surprising that it happened the way it happened whatsoever. It was sad to see the true color
of somebody that you love.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was sad to see the true color. That's what it was sad. And it didn't even have to be like that, but because of ego and insecurities.
You know what else was? You can't compare your relationship to other people because
No.
my parents were friends, like I said. So I looked at divorce as, oh, this pretty little thing is going to work out. She, on the other hand, was separated from her husband, her ex, for a while, and they were still friends. And I was like, oh, it's going to be perfect, you know, whatever. Yeah, no, he was not. It was not.
Yeah,
so you had the little cool, cushiony separation divorce, and I had what you call the battle of enemies, which I was not his enemy, but.
So, and then to be clear, me and my ex, we still cool.
Still cool.
To this day. We hung out today.
For
our child. Let's be clear, because you know how people be fucking getting.
Yeah.
For our child, okay?
I haven't
we hung out
seen...
today, but there is just no contact for her.
Not at all.
No. And the sad thing, the good and the bad, I guess I'll say. The good on my side is that our kids see that we're still cool, which makes them so happy.
Yes.
Which makes them at peace and makes them happy, and they're thriving.
And that's another thing people do in divorce.
You and yours are not cool, where they don't even speak.
Right. Like, so our children are seeing that when you get divorced, this is how it should be. You don't speak to the other person. Basically, that's what they're learning. That's what they're seeing.
Because that's what they're seing.
Yes.
Even
my
though
parents
they know
that it could be different.
It could be different. They verbalize. They know that this is not right.
Right, but still, it's embedded in them because this is their life. Yeah. Which is sad. And that's what I told them. I said, look, you causing your sons to view you a certain way. Like, you're supposed to be setting an example of how a man should be. There's no reason a man should have any reason to treat a female, one that birthed his children and he was married for so long, and that you say you still love and want to get back, that you should treat her this type of way. What is that teaching to your children? But hey, you do what you... Yeah, exactly. I'm going to stay in my character and how I do, and they see my true self, and they can see his truth, and they can make the decision of how they... But I never badmouth him in front of them.
You just told the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Which they're old enough to handle.
Yeah.
In which they see themselves.
Yes.
So, on that note, we're divorced. How about that?
For real? What was the next thing?
Well, I don't know if we got any more.
I got that divorce. There's no right or wrong time to end a relationship.
Look, she added, and we living the life. We are.
Ooh, we
and that. I take that back. I was about to say, not to say we couldn't do this in our marriage. X that out.
Right. You're supposed to be able to do this in your marriage.
You're supposed to be able to do things for yourself and.
Yes, I see marriages that do that, like they have their own separate time. I think that's so dope.
I think that's so dope.
Yes, they go out with their friends and do the like. This is my bestie.
Right. Oh, I was about to go there. See,
this is my bestie. So if I'm married, my spouse should be embracing the relationship me and my bestie have instead of trying to separate. Like, I don't get that. Oh, let me take my glasses. I don't understand that. Like, your ex embraced me as like his sister.
My God. Yes, he did. Still do.
But I didn't hang out much with with April, and that's my bestie, because I was catering to my ex. Like, oh, he's gonna feel some type of way that we're together, we're hanging out. You know, he's gonna put him under like, oh, you know, you should have been here doing this and this. So I said, instead of having all that drama, let me not go out. So I would call, I'm not gonna make it for the cookout. I'm not gonna make it for the this. So sad. Watch that, people. If
And
your
we had
spouse is trying to separate
cookouts
you,
after cookouts, and how many you been to?
I think
And
like
you got,
3.
and you have to, and I'm stating this because this is huge. My ex-husband and I have been married for can't even, in the teens. I can't
Right.
remember the number. She's only been to 3 cookouts, and we had one every summer.
Dang, that's like,
So that says a lot,
that's like 13 plus years of missed cookouts.
and it says a lot.
Yeah.
And then the ones that she did attend,
Oh,
or
gosh.
the ones that they did attend, was
Yeah. He was very uptight, very like attitude-ish.
grill face.
Yes.
like
Makes you
he
not want to
wanted
be there.
Like he
So,
wanted to fight somebody, and everybody in there is just
so to
like,
protect everybody else from asking, what's the matter with you? And to protect his feelings, I said, we won't go. So we missed a lot of cookouts. So if your spouse is taken away from you being with your besties and your family, there's a problem there.
oh God, that is a big problem.
Yeah.
And that goes along with, just that.
Any relationship. What did you have on
Any
your
relationship. I think that's it though.
Oh,
I think we hit everything.
Did we really?
Yeah.
We prepare yourself in the relationship when
Yeah.
you're thinking about getting divorced. Notice signs.
And divorce can happen with the lawyer, without a lawyer.
Yeah.
You can do the paperwork yourself.
Just make sure you have somebody to interpret it, because
that language. on
Yeah,
that
study
paper,
your
you're
state,
not-
because every state is different.
Every state is different.
Yeah.
You probably, like I said, her state was
1
year
year.
separation. My state is 2 years separation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then last name.
That's a thing.
That's a
Keep
thing.
or don't keep.
Keep or don't keep.
It's really up to you.
Yep, really up to you.
And then know with the assets, that's the main thing with divorces, or who's going to get what and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then please, people, not my child, our child. Remember, in a divorce, especially when there's young children involved, it's not just about you.
Please don't make
And
it
when
just
you're
about
married
you.
a long time, you're not only married to that person, you're married to their family. Oh my God, that's so crucial.
Family.
Yeah.
Where I'm still close with his family.
I'm still close with some members, but some members did show their true colors where I'm just like, and they distance themselves. So I just said, that's their piece. They ain't with me. Right, exactly. Right, so if that's how you feel, deuces.
I'm still close with, I'm still close with his family.
Right.
I have to say, I had a good divorce.
Yeah, no, mine was not.
And co-parenting is good. No complaints with that.
I mean,
he's a good parent. He just wasn't a good husband to me.
Right.
It's too different.
My ex is a good dad, just not. Yeah. And then during the divorce, I don't think a great co-parent at all. So
yeah. Well,
but lucky thing, our kids are older where we don't have to co-parent at all. We just got a parent.
Yeah, we just got a parent. That's a whole different situation.
Yeah, that's another topic. Trying to parent adult children.
Parenting adult children.
Transition into that. Boy, you got to cut that umbilical cord.
That thing tough. I think it's tougher for me than it is for them.
Yes, it definitely is. Because they're at the stage where they want that independence. So they're like, woo, I'm ready to fly and do stuff. But we're like, wait a minute, run that back. You how old? Oh, yeah, right.
Right.
You an adult. You can go that place.
Well,
you don't have to text me back right away.
And like we said, talking about kids. Talk to your kids. Tell them your feelings.
About what?
Just period. The kids would like to know how you're feeling.
Within the relationship?
In a relationship, during the day, like the kids. Stop being afraid to talk to your kids. They already know what's happening in the household. They know that ain't good.
You know.
Okay, they know mama's sad.
Right.
They know.
My ex and I, we used to argue through text messages. But when you argue it, even though you're not verbalizing the words out loud, you're internalizing that. So that's going to come out in your child like something wrong with mom and dad. Why they acting like that?
Let's be very clear. Whoever has like the masculine energy, when they walk in the house
Ooh.
and they energy is mad, evil, off, everybody in
In
the
the
house
house is gonna
energy
feel
is going
that.
to switch to what they have.
That's so true. Oh, that's so true.
It is. And I'm saying
Yes.
that because usually when dad walks in the house, the dad energy
Takes over.
takes over the energy in the entire house.
Yeah, that's so true.
So, and
That's one thing I struggled with because my ex has a lot of energy. Like he fills the room, which it doesn't have to be a negative thing.
yeah,
But when you're that type of person that energy can fill the room, you have to remember when to dial it down so that everybody feels, a part of that household, a part of that image. It's like you shining all the time is just too much.
yeah, because you're taking away other people's
moment
in the house, and not everybody in the house. Everybody in the house is gonna deliver their shine differently.
Yes.
So you have to cater to each one
Yeah.
instead of overpowering.
And my
everybody in
shine
the
was
house.
quite low, dim light. So if yours bright all the time, you're never gonna see my shine.
Right.
Never. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Mama getting it in with her music in the background. All right. Well, that's wrapping up. Ooh, we thought we was gonna get through that. Good job, April. She was having a well, I don't know if we actually wanted to hear it. We were just saying that. We were just saying it.
Yeah.
Mama said it's a good song. You've been heard it a long time. Sometimes. Oh, it never ends. It never. Oh, them long nights.
I don't know. That's to the rhythm of this blues.
Oh, I don't know what that's.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, they do things to hurt you. Oh, they don't deserve you. Oh, a change is gonna come. Yes. Ooh, cry. Oh, it's so nice to cry. Don't you love crying?
No.
Oh yeah, she don't like crying. I love. Oh, that's another thing. Remember when I stopped crying, you started crying?
Yeah,
that's another thing.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I think crying is good. It takes all the emotion out and you get to drain it out. It's like a woosah moment meditation. Now, I'm a crier. She's not. But boy, did it flip. I was like, I done cried enough tears. I'm done. Hello, Neff is outside doing Neff. I'm not crying no more. And this was like, I don't know what's wrong with these tears. Why they keep coming out? I said, girl, because you haven't cried in years. Hello. It was so, wasn't it refreshing?
God, it was, but real quick before we go, because we didn't talk about numbness.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, now this one is going to be fake but real.
Fake but real, right? Alrighty, so
I'm about scratching.
I know I'm scratching. Okay, so we're wrapping this up. 2025, first episode for the new year. Divorce. So we did it, checked, and it's out of here. So that's good. We got over that one. That was a tough one, but it did. I think it went well.
It went very well.
So,
well,
gonna close it out.
What? Divorce.
Toast to life.
Well, not
my mother said
toast to life. Look, we didn't want to get divorced, so we're gonna have to bring it back.
Yeah,
so
we didn't want to get divorced. It just needed to happen.
It needed to happen. Cheers to growth
and finding self.
Finding self.
Yes.
Finding self-worth.
Knowing your boundaries.
Boundaries. Finding your strength. To be able to do and deal with boundaries.
Yes. It's funny you didn't say a word today. Now you always say a made up word.
Yeah. I guess because this one was just like so serious.
Right.
This is like not like the other ones weren't real life and we joke about this, but this one was
hit home for real.
This was real life for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have a JJ got anything to say?
Yes, my vajayjay. My vajayjay. Wait, first of all, you hear him over there?
Yeah, my mother's like, JJ, guys, what JJ got to do with divorce? Well, we are two divorced moms, if I could talk. So They got something to say
they
too.
got something to say, and mine is saying, yeah. That's what mine say.
Well,
What
mine
y'all say?
can't sing. But mine is having a time right now. She is loving life. Hey.
She living life.
Yeah, she is
'Cause
out
we said
there.
cheers to living life too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
sip on
we
that
did.
one.
Yeah, let me do that too. Mm-hmm. What? What's up with this?
Yours is living life.
Oh, she said, yeah, you're living life. We know that. What that mean?
Mine is singing. You know how the birds sing to attract?
Oh, yes.
So mine is trying to attract.
Mm-hmm.
But it's attracting the wrong birds.
I keep telling her because she got to get out. She can't be singing in the same area. She got to branch out. We got to get out. Yes.
So I'm about to be walking around.
No, I mean we gotta go places.
Okay.
We have to go places.
Well,
so you could be in this space of yes, of
all
men
right,
of your
well.
caliber. Of men of your caliber, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
2025, April will start dating, and guess who's gonna hear about it? You.
Yeah, we need to talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Yes. All right. My mother said time out, so let me just check in and see what it is.
What's that?
She doing sign language, and we don't
understand. What you said, Mom?
You don't understand that language.
She don't understand for JJ language. She said TMI.
Oh yeah, so we said what's your JJ saying? My mother said, who's the JJ? And so my godmother said, honey, that's vagina. She said, oh, I never heard it called that before.
But okay. All right. Well,
all right. So next episode, we don't know what that is.
We don't know what that is, but stay tuned.
Yes.
We got through divorce.
Yes.
2025.
Give us some likes, some comments, have the conversation with your peoples, your family, your children, and subscribe. Thank you so much.
Yes, subscribe. We're learning the terms, remember?
I know.
Subscribe and follow on Instagram to Divorce Moms.
And right.
And just subscribe. Come on and like.
Yeah, we're damn near 50, like she liked to say, and this whole new social media technology is kind of new to us, so we're learning all the terms. But now we got it. Subscribe, follow, share, like.
Oh, damn, you're on fire!
I know.
Okay,
that's because I work with the young kids.
All right, so
yeah.
All right, so
alrighty.
Who are we? Two divorce moms.
If our pussies could talk. Peace.
Like I'm watching you. Are you watching us? One eye versus two. All right.
It's past our bedtime.
Cheers. It's way past my bedtime.
I think we say that every time. It's always past your bedtime.
It is past my bedtime.
Oh my gosh.
You know why?
Oh my God, I have my glasses on. Oh my goodness. All right.